Today we're watching the Preds that society accepts. There is a group of weirdos that society is allowing and looking over, and it seems that this video will be bringing that to the light.
Club is where we going, bro. This guy crazy.
What you just saw is a bunch of groupies following LeBron trying to get him to slip up. And luckily, he's not new to this. He's true to this. You feel me? He's an OG. He's a vet. He went down the escalator that was going up. Hey, G move. But I want you to imagine this. Imagine you're a 20-year-old NBA rookie. You just got drafted. You got millions in the bank account. You're playing in the league with some of the guys you looked up to growing up. Life is golden. But what you don't realize is that everyone is eyeing your success and your wallet. And no, I'm not talking about your agent or those new
on that Travis Hunter. You feel me?
Found family members that just started coming around in the last couple of months. I'm talking about the gold diggers. You see, when most people think about predators, they think about these older men who are sometimes wealthy, you know, they tend to be creepy, going after these younger women. But what we're here to talk about today is a predator that most people don't see coming. The older female predators who prey on young successful men.
That thick 30-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes almost 40-year-old that see that young athlete come into the league, and they probably got about 2 or 3 kids themselves. They probably got one kid with a rapper or one kid with another ball player or something like that. But then they see him and they're like, oh yeah, I know what he, you know what I'm saying? I know what these young niggas like. I know what this deal is, man. And then she goes and puts that big fake thick ass on him, and now he goes and he juices her. That's what we talking about today.
Men. And look, before I get started with this video, I have nothing against legal age gap relationships. If you guys are both consenting adults, you can love whoever you want. But today we're here to expose these older women who've taken advantage of these young successful men and use them for their money. Meet 39-year-old Drea Michelle. This dude you see right here is her 22-year-old son, Nico. And you see what they're doing in this clip is sitting courtside in Drea Michelle's 22-year-old NBA boyfriend Jalen Green's game. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't imagine someone who's not only the same age group as me, but the same exact age as me.
It wouldn't happen. Every day I came in the crib. What's up, nigga? What's up? What's up, nigga? Every time I'm woofing bad, I'm talking crazy. What's up? Fuck on my face, nigga. I'm like, it's gonna be bad. Like my mom would be like, you can't come to the house. You can't come. You can't come in. You know what I'm saying? They be changing the locks on me because I'll be like, every day I'll just be on that with them. Like it just wouldn't be.
Being in the father figure role in my life. That's just insane, I ain't gonna lie. But that's a topic for another video. You see, my issue with these couples that have these huge age gaps is you question whether or not the love is genuine. Because I'm a strong believer that to even get to the point where you love someone, you gotta have that initial interest. And no, I'm not talking about interest on a physical level because you see people who you find attractive every single day. I'm talking about genuinely having things in common. For example, hobbies, activities, aspirations. What could this young man in his early 20s have in common with his significantly older mother? Especially when it's a mother that has a son the same age as him. I mean, just look at this insane story post she made. I don't want to figure it out on my own. I want to call my man. Y'all is crazy. Excuse me one sec. Call Jalen. Brief intermission. I'm trying to get to 100K subs, so I'd appreciate if you
Get my daughter 100K subs. So I gotta skip that.
He should be calling you. I'm genuinely wondering how she didn't cringe enough to just not write that statement. How does she shift her brain so she doesn't feel like she's addressing her son when she's talking to him? And it's just hard to imagine that a dude in his late teens, early 20s.
I want to call my man. Facts. Your man is your son's age. That's crazy.
Has that much in common with an older lady. And that's the thing that makes me question, okay, is this an organic relationship or is there some sort of ulterior motive behind it? Because there are legit women out there who have made it their profession to finesse, swindle these men out of their money. And look, again, I'm not trying to be the relationship police. I have nothing against age gap relationships. But the consequences when these relationships go wrong are huge on the young man. Because there's always the possibility that you might have a child with the lady and now you have to deal with child support.
Locked in forever, and then she go about her business because now she locked in. She got her money. She like, okay, I just needed to make sure that I was gonna be good forever, for at least for 18 years. You know what I'm saying?
6 figures a month if you have that type of money. Or let's say, for example, this athlete happens to marry the lady and he doesn't.
And then boom, right? Sorry, I keep pausing, but y'all know it's me, Astral Dior. I'm gonna keep pausing, keep talking. But you also think about it too. Is like this how they set it up, right? You will find 30-year-old thick woman, fake body, whatever. You get pregnant by one athlete, you get that much child support. They really entrepreneurs building businesses, right? Because they get one and then they go and get another one. That's two forms of passive income. You gotta understand, these women are business women. You feel what I'm saying? They got three sources of passive income, three different men. And then they probably getting tricked off just by some other guy or whatever, They really entrepreneurs. You feel me? You just gotta watch them though, because they the scammers. They not the best type. They're the bad type of entrepreneur. You feel me?
Sign a prenup, which that isn't even crazy to think, because a lot of these young guys are head over heels over these ladies because they're so good at manipulating these men. So now imagine this young dude marries this older lady, and down the line he sees all the red flags that he didn't see before as he grows and matures, and now they get a divorce. Now she's walking off with millions of his money. There's literally a study that shows that professional athletes lose 60% of their earnings within 5 years of retirement. And these bad relationships play a huge role in that. And look, I will say that she's completely changed her life around now, but one of the people who was known for this type of behavior was Brittany Renner. I mean, she was so known for it in the past that Deion Sanders had her come and talk to his football players.
So my name is Brittany Renner, aka Bundle of Brittany on Instagram. I have been on social media for almost...
Joke ain't took notes all year, but now you want to take it. And that's how the game starts, with the phone.
Right.
They're going on Instagram and they see you. Take us on the journey of how this is played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me,
That was too lame. That was too lame. That was definitely 40-year-old, 30-year-old mom, like lame, like little joke. But you know when the mom, like your friend mama finds, so you like, oh damn, just turn around real quick, goddamn.
I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
I'm talking heavy
Verified.
hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football
Calm
players.
down.
It's like, to me, once you reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. If you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. A lot of times, women, men in general, everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Everybody wants something. So it's like, even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock. To be able to decipher who really loves you for you, I think that's like the billion-dollar question we're all wanting to know.
And you see, the crazy thing about these type of situations is that there's a huge double standard. For example, just a couple days ago, a 22-year-old man was ambushed and beaten for linking up with an 18-year-old girl.
Police here telling me that a group of students used the Tinder dating app to lure a man to campus so he could meet up with a teenage girl.
Okay, I don't even think you can be on Tinder if you're not 18, so technically he didn't do anything to break the law, even though that age gap is a little weird.
And once he showed up, he was allegedly beaten up by this group of students, even though police say he did nothing wrong.
And this is a huge side note, and I'm by no means trying to support predators, but for people who try to catch predators, please don't try to do some vigilante work where you're doing all the investigation by yourself and whatnot. Do it the legal way. Because when you get to the point where you actually want to put the guy in jail, the police might not be able to put him in jail because of the way you obtained the evidence. All that's gonna do is put the on alert, and now he's gonna be moving even sneakier and he's gonna be harder to catch. But back to the conversation of double standards. See, I know someone's gonna come in my comments and say that men do the same thing all the time, they're just not necessarily after the money. And look, I totally agree, but see, the difference is when the man is the older partner in an age gap relationship, the man is usually more successful and has a lot more clout. For example, Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife. After they divorced, she became a billionaire. And there's numerous occasions of stuff like this happening where a woman marries a wealthy man and then after they divorce, she runs off with his wealth. Which again, I'm not trying to justify anything here.
She didn't, but like, she ain't finessed him though. She had invested in this nigga before, well before shit was popping. You can't get mad at her, you know what I'm saying? And she actually a pretty good person, I believe.
Here, but I'm just saying it's usually worse for the dudes. I think that might be the reason why Leonardo DiCaprio hasn't gotten married to this point. Dude just keeps dating models that are 25 years old and younger and lives his life. And I also gotta talk about how different men and women are treated in these type of situations. A perfect example is Zoe Kravitz. After the situation went down with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, she made a couple of posts online that threw shade at the Smith family. So basically people started digging up old comments that Zoe Kravitz had made about Jaden Smith.
We'll be really passionate. Jaden! Sorry.
Great! Perfect!
You made
I've been
it.
looking for you for the past forever.
I dragged him out tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Literally dragged you? This is my date.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking for you for 45 minutes
Don't leave.
casually.
I wanna, hey, just don't
Okay,
leave.
yes,
Don't leave.
I'm-
Hang on. Tell him how amazing she looks. Tell me how.
You look like something that you would find in like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
That's
Like,
right.
wow.
Keep him around. Don't leave. Sorry, that's like my love of my life.
What did he say you look like?
Willy Wonka is something in Willy Wonka. That's what like a 16-year-old says to you as a compliment. It's great. What was I saying? I don't
He's your date for tonight?
Yes, I dragged him out. I texted him and I said, you have to come, so he did. I love him.
And see, I think it's great that they called her out about it, but how come they didn't call her out about it when it first happened? They only called her out about it when she got in the midst of this altercation between Will Smith and Chris Rock. So something huge had to happen just to call attention to something that was obviously wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, there are situations in these age gap
That seemed like it was kind of just bad word choice there. Is that like she just was saying things, maybe it was bad word choice, but that didn't seem like very romantic.
relationships where the lady isn't
Am I
gold digging,
tripping?
obviously. A great example is the Ball brothers, for example, Melo
yeah.
Ball and Jello Ball, where both of them are in a relationship with an older lady who has her own money. Plus, LeVar Ball approves of their relationship, so I'm sure they got nothing to worry about.
Jello, Nikki. Yeah. Oh my God, I love her. This is the only one that got her own spot in Beverly Hills. Everybody thinking she a gold digger and got a youngster. No, he said these other girls I'm dealing with have no sense. Everybody talking all this stuff. She business-fied. Her family like that. Right. Her mom talk business. And they talk business to Jello about business. So this is the part I like. She had a Lamborghini Urus. She driving that, the baby seat in the back. She says it's too small. I got to get another ride. I think I'm gonna get that Cullinan. Yeah, Rolls Royce Cullinan. Yeah. 2 weeks later, she get that. Not using my son's money, using her money. Her own money. The woman that Mello has, Anna, like her, love her. Anna is like, you know, everybody's stuck on that thing like, oh, she's so old, he's so young. She a woman. These other girls is pushing buttons to make these basketball players go crazy, and now they beating them and strangling them and all that, and they losing their whole career. He always played up 6 and 7 years, so he a little more older than what he is. So, of course, he's not going to pick the girlfriend type from high school. He's going to try to gravitate to a woman.
If you know LeVar Ball, you know how much he cares about his sons,
Yeah,
how
he
much
do.
he's invested in them, and just
He
how
do.
intelligent he is. So he would never go for anything like that. So to my fellow young successful dudes, if you find a woman like this who has things going for herself and you can tell genuinely cares about you, and the people whose opinions you value in your life also approve of her, yeah, go ahead and do it. But otherwise, please don't be another cautionary tale. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it, bro, for the video. Great video. Make sure y'all go rock with him. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments about this situation. I feel like that, you know, you love who you love. It's just, it can be a little bit shaky. And in regards to the whole mindset of, you don't know, like, say you get to a certain position and you don't know if the girl actually love you or, you know, vice versa. At the end of the day, man, you're not gonna get certain attention from certain people if you're not in a certain place in your life. You gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting money and you're not focused and you're not on this and da-da-da, you feel me? But you're a good guy and you're trying to approach certain women or people that are in a situation where they not looking down at that, they're not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, willing to be with you. But they'll be more willing to give you that time if they see that you have something going for yourself. That's just how it is, and you gotta understand that and accept that. Otherwise, you better find you a woman that love you for who you are as a broke nigga right now. Go ahead, go up with her, and hold her down. You feel me? And that is a thing. You feel me? Make sure you can find that if that's what you want. But if you want to focus and lock in on yourself right now, you can do that as well. That being said, man, like the video, sub up, comment up, hit the noti bell so you don't miss no videos on the channel. And I dropped another video with this one, so make sure you go peep that and pull up to the more Astral Dior channel and pull up to the vlog channel. Astral Dior archives. That being said, we going ADD, let's do it.